Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening. I'm Scott Beadle with Big Fox News. Senator Chuck Schumer was in Elmira today to push the POWER Act. Schumer was joined by members of the Elmira Police Department to advocate for the act, which stands for Providing Officers with Electronic Resources. The bill would provide the Elmira PD with some new high-tech portable screening devices to quickly and effectively identify dangerous drugs such as fentanyl. This push comes after the recent conviction of two men who ran a large opioid manufacturing ring in the Twin Tiers that was linked to the deaths of at least 2 people.
We've worked very hard to go after fentanyl. And last year, or 2 years ago, we passed a law that helped detect fentanyl at the borders. Fentanyl, they have these machines called mass spectrometers. And mass spectrometers, you know, if there's a little bit of fentanyl in the air, these machines could detect it. And the POWER Act gives these pays for these portable devices to go to our local police departments. Well, with these devices, they can tell right away. The problem is they cost about $80,000 a device. You don't need one for each police officer. They would be given to officers who were in the Drug Enforcement Division, who were out on patrol and, in an area where there's drugs and all that. But $240,000 is a lot of money for a smaller city like Elmira. And so the POWER Act provides those dollars, just like we provided dollars at the ports.
Chemung County continues to be plagued by the opioid epidemic. In 2017, the county had 12 deadly drug overdoses, and more than 380 people were admitted to chemical dependency programs. The 7th annual Twin Tiers Outdoor Expo took place this weekend at the Elmira College Murray Athletic Center. Reporter Rachel Madej has that story.
The Twin Tiers Outdoor Expo returned to the domes this weekend, garnering record-setting attendance. Over 95 vendors were present, each showcasing a different trade or service. A few favorites that returned this year were Gooseman Game Calls, Old Tin Cup Habitat Restoration and Enhancement, and of course, the alpacas from Hidden Alpaca Farm.
Alpaca fiber is 30% warmer than wool, and we would love to educate the consumer that our alpaca fiber has longevity to it.
But I work with all landowners, big and small, all the way down to 8 acres, all the way up to a couple thousand acres. So I help everybody based on their goals for their property and the features that are on it to give them the best product. And we're trying to educate and just make healthier habitats for healthier wildlife and a more enjoyable outdoor experience.
We're custom game call makers. We've been in business now for, I believe we're in our 9th year, and we're New York State's largest custom full-time call makers. I couldn't find a goose call that was worth a darn, so I started building my own.
There were also new vendors, like the organization Fallen Outdoors, whose goal is to facilitate free hunting and fishing trips for veterans.
I think the biggest thing is just getting back out into the outdoors. It helps assimilate back to the kind of normal, everyday, non-combat feeling. It allows us to give back, too. I mean, we're all part of the same group that wore the flag, and we just want to give our time back to allow for other vets that don't have these opportunities get into the field, and that's all we're trying to do is help all of the vets.
Well, the 7th annual Twin Tiers Outdoor Expo is just wrapping up. If you missed all the fun this year, then you can come back next year on President's Day weekend. In Horseheads, I'm Rachel Madej with Big Fox News.
Snow and cold make a return to the Twin Tiers. Meteorologist Kim Walker has more on that coming up next in your Big Fox forecast.
Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. The sunshine will return tomorrow. Temperatures will remain cold with highs in the 20s and 30s across the region. And then another system comes our way by Wednesday. So the snow will be back by the afternoon. There could be about 1 to 3 inches possible. And then by the end of the week, though, we're going to enjoy warmer weather and the sunshine will return as well. Tonight it's definitely going to be cold. Temperatures dropping down to around 11 degrees in Elmira, 11 also in Corning, 12 degrees in Watkins Glen. It will be breezy, west-northwest wind around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow our highs only around 28 degrees in Elmira, 27 in Watkins Glen, mostly sunny conditions by the afternoon. And then on Wednesday we warm up just a little bit with the high around 31 degrees, but again we do have the possibility of snow, especially in the afternoon. All that should start to dry out by the end of the week. Temperatures will be a little bit warmer, highs around 46 degrees on your Thursday. Over the weekend we're going to see the rain return, but highs will be back into the 50s. Scott?
All right, thank you, Kim. A dog in Australia has formed an unlikely animal friendship after losing a litter of puppies. Molly the beagle and an abandoned baby opossum are now inseparable friends, and her owner couldn't be more pleased. Opossum gets around by hitching a ride on Molly's back. Pretty cute. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening.